I never believed in Santa Claus. Even when I was a little girl, I had doubts. But I've always had a tough time believing in general. Up until this very moment, I've had serious doubts believing I could make it as a private investigator. A dream of mine since the Christmas in grade school when Santa Claus ironically gave me my very first Nancy Drew book. This isn't what it looks like. Well, actually, it is what it looks like. How did I end up here? Let's back up a few days to when I was in another hot seat.
Miss Lawton, why did you leave your position at the law office?
I started 2 days after I graduated college, and after a decade of being in my cubicle and working on case files, I decided it was time to give my real dream of being a private investigator a shot. So I left, and that's been about a year now.
You hardly have any investigative experience. Why are you wasting my time, Miss Lawton?
Well, in the year that I have been a private investigator,
It's nearly taken you a year to do what I get done in an average week.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I successfully found the rare Siamese cat that even your office couldn't find. I nabbed an accountant who was skimming off a chain of dry cleaners, and I also exposed the secret recipe scandal at the Highview Retirement Community Center.
For which they paid you with a basket of cookies and a teddy bear. Those senior citizens didn't take you seriously, and frankly, I'm not sure why I should either.
Okay, it's clear that maybe today may not be the most opportune moment for you to be taking my interview seriously, since you seem to be more concerned about getting a text from your date last night.
I beg your pardon?
Yesterday, you had your hair and nails done in preparation for the date. The perfume you're wearing isn't from this morning. You dabbed a little bit extra on last night in the hopes that your date would spark to the musky scent of seduction. And now you are worried that you might have found him a little bit more appealing than he found you, and all of that inner turmoil has found an outlet in your rude and dismissive behavior towards me.
Wow, that was quite something. But you're wrong. Terribly, disappointingly wrong.
I won't waste any more of your valuable time, Miss Drake. But I do hope you get the text that you're waiting for. Well, that went well. Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. How'd the interview go?
Well,
Don't worry about it. Your father ran into a business associate, Mr. Grinnell, at the hardware store on Saturday and found out they have a position open at his law firm. So Mr. Grinnell would love to meet you when you're home for Christmas.
another law office.
You do have experience. Little Henry is here. He'll be thrilled to see you. He'll be staying with us over Christmas as well.
Oh, great. Why?
Because your brother won a 10-day Caribbean Christmas cruise for two and flew off this morning on his second honeymoon. Henry is obsessed with the Yule House.
Is it totally decked out?
Oh, just wait till you see it.
All right, I'm on my way. Every year, my little hometown becomes a winter wonderland. But nobody does Christmas like the Yules. Our neighbors who live right across the street from the house I grew up in. They throw a holiday carnival, and Christmas Eve dance for the whole neighborhood. They even create a full Santa's village for the kids.
Hi, Mama. Welcome home. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. Yule.
Come on over across the street and get some eggnog when you have a chance.
Will do.
Let's put him over here.
Hey, Dollface.
Hey, Henry. You're wearing the hat I got you for last Christmas.
Take a load off those cans and help this gumshoe idea grifter.
Wow, some hard-boiled language there. All right, nice. What's your racket? What's your angle?
Check out the Santa at the Yule house. I think he's the real deal, and I want you to prove it.
You want me to prove it? That guy's the real Santa Claus?
No one believes anymore.
Hey, Henry, if you believe, that's all that matters.
That's such a pat answer.
How do you know what a pat answer is?
I don't know who Pat is, but Dad says Mom gives him Pat answers all the time.
Okay, partner. So, tell me, what kind of evidence you got that proves that that guy over there is the actual Saint Nick?
Well, his beard is real. He does a great belly laugh, and he does an awesome hey, hey, hey. He doesn't have a car. He just kind of appears and disappears. The other night when he left, he walked behind the garage. I waited, and he never came out.
That is curious.
You'll take the case? Please, Aunt Lana?
I'll do some sleuthing.
Thanks, Dollface.
Mom, Dad, I'm home. Merry Christmas. Oh, are we celebrating that Dad finally finished putting up the Christmas lights today?
How'd you know I did them today?
Because you always buy premium beer when you're celebrating. Oh, and you bought Mom a bottle of Riesling, which means that she let you get out of Christmas shopping.
You're good.
That's my girl.
Hey, did you get the job at the detective agency today?
No. Probably. No.
Well, the timing's perfect then. You gave yourself to the end of the year to become a private investigator, and you gave it a good effort, but it just didn't work out. Good news is Mr. Grinnell has a position at his law firm you'd be perfect for.
Just think about it.
Yes, of course. I'll meet him.
Splendid,
Okay.
splendid. I'll arrange it. You know, he'd be a really good man to work with.
And speaking of good men, Teddy is house sitting for his parents. They're snowbirds now, spending winters in Florida.
Teddy's here. Oh, I'm excited to see him.
Oh, well, if you think he was handsome in his prom tux, just wait till you see him now. He's really dreamy.
Detective Nick Fallon, ma'am. About the keys? come out now. I know you're spying on me.
Not spying, observing. And you are a police detective.
You are observant.
I'm a private investigator.
Are you undercover?
I am on Christmas vacation, staying with the folks. What about you? You working a case, or?
Just some missing keys.
I don't think Mrs. Dostal would call the police for missing keys. Must be something really special about them.
The keychain does have some value.
That's not her husband's glove, just if you were wondering.
And how would you know that?
Because she's a widow, and that is a Santa Claus glove.
You know, I saw a delivery person bringing poinsettias to this house, and I was
I
thinking...
think you should relax and enjoy your holiday, Miss...
Lawton. Lana Lawton. I could help you if you're working on a case.
I appreciate the offer, but the police department isn't at liberty to collaborate with private investigators, especially those on Christmas vacation. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And Miss Lawton, be sure to watch where you run.
Buddy, actually, those are my sneakers, because they're worn out. I run a lot. Do you run at all?
I'm more of a walker.
Right. See, I didn't think so. I knew that. When you run as much as I do, you wear through your sneakers really fast. You just run right through them. I'm gonna go now.
Gotta run?
Yes! All right.
Have a nice Christmas vacation.
Yeah, you too.
Lana,
Hey, hi. Oh, my parents said you were in the neighborhood.
Guilty as charged.
It's so beautiful here during Christmas.
Yeah, it makes me glad to be home.
So my mom tells me that you were house sitting. I thought you were in Silicon Valley.
I was. I'm fielding some job offers in electronics. I got lucky with some of my high-tech inventions.
Right.
What's been keeping you out of trouble?
Well, I've been working as a PI.
PI. Pretty incredible?
Private investigator.
Well then, would you like to investigate the new pizza place on Main with me?
A new place. Do you dare?
Let's live on the edge.
Yes, I'd love to.
Right.
Okay. It's really great to see you, Teddy.
You too. Hey, think pepperoni.
Bacon. Remember? Okay. Bye.
Lana, breakfast. Good morning, honey.
Good morning. There was a police detective outside of Mrs. Dostal's house.
What happened?
She's missing a keychain.
Oh, no. I told her that jade cameo was far too valuable to be made into a keychain.
The keychain is a jade cameo?
Yeah, it's her grandmother's. She doesn't wear pins, so she had it made into a keychain. That way it's always with her. It's the second item gone missing in as many days.
What else has gone missing?
Oh, Mrs. Clark's pearl-studded Christmas ornament disappeared.
So that's 2 items in 2 days.
I heard you were flirting with Teddy in town this morning. What can I say? It's a small town.
I was not flirting with Teddy, and you were snooping. Because snooping is fun.
Well, if there's any snooping this holiday, I think you should snoop Teddy.
Here you go. Dark and better.
You're from around here, aren't you, Marie?
Born and raised.
How familiar are you with the Lawtons on Chestnut Street?
Ginny and Philip. Nice couple, nice couple. She's an interior designer, I think. They have 2 grown children, Max, who lives in town with his family, and a daughter, Lana, who moved to the city.
What do you know about her?
Well, she caused quite a town scandal her senior year in high school. She and her boyfriend, Teddy something, were crowned king and queen of their prom. They stripped out of their prom clothes and jumped into the fountain. They made the news. Why? Why do you ask?
I met her this morning. She was snooping around our case.
Do you suspect her?
I suspect she's a nuisance. She's a private investigator.
I suspect she's an appealing nuisance.
I heard that.
I'm just saying.
was your age, Mr. and Mrs. Yule hired me to be an elf, to sing Christmas carols.
No way. Seriously? Yeah. It was my very first paying job. That first day when I got off duty, I went right up to Santa and told him exactly what I wanted for Christmas.
What did you tell him?
That I wanted to be just like Nancy Drew. Are you supposed to ask for a gift or something? Well, I wasn't your typical kind of kid, like somebody else I know. Come on.
Holy wow! Look at those jewels.
Are those real?
No, those are glass.
Hello, Henry.
He knows my name. I never told him my name.
I know all kids' names. And you must be the neighborhood runner.
Anna, hi. How did you know I was a runner?
From your well-worn running shoes.
Ah, you are one smart Christmas cookie, Santa.
Nice to meet you, Lana. Henry?
Now that you scoped him out, is the game afoot, Dollface?
The game is afoot. Tonight, I'm going to follow Santa after he leaves the Yule house, and I'm going to see where he goes. As I watched Santa lock up, I couldn't help but wonder, was this St. Nick a Christmas miracle or someone I needed to keep my eye on? I mean, the detective did find a Santa glove at the house where the Jade cameo was stolen. I needed to find out more. Ugh, I always put my foot in it.
Ah, great.
Well, there's no sign of Santa and no way of finding him tonight. Not in these shoes. Okay, Mom, here, let me, please. Because a PI is always prepared.
Is she now? Thanks.
What happened last night? Did you see where Santa went?
So I tried, but you were right. He just vanished. Mrs. Yule, what happened?
Oh, dear, we've been robbed. Someone broke in last night and stole our beautiful emerald.
I thought they were glass.
Oh, that's just what we tell people.
It's interesting how they left those two. Wait, are these real?
Mr. and Mrs. Yule, Detective Nick Fallon. I was investigating a robbery down the road. You guys okay?
Oh, we've been robbed. The King's Emerald is gone.
All right, since this is an active crime scene, I'm gonna have to ask everyone who is not an immediate member of the Yule family to please vacate the premises.
If you need anything, Maxine, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Miss Lawton, this is official police business. Miss Lawton.
Oh. Actually, Mr. and Mrs. Yule have retained my services in order to retrieve the stolen gemstone.
Yeah, we have.
Well, Detective, looks like I'm gonna have to forego my vacation. What do you say we catch ourselves a Christmas thief?
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Yule, let's go over this beat by beat. So is there any other way in here?
No, just the garage door.
I padlocked the door myself and set the alarm last night, and it was still on this morning.
Who has access to the security code?
Just Maxine and me.
And the alarm company.
Has Santa ever seen you enter the code?
I don't see how we could.
Did anything out of the ordinary happen last night?
Oh, yeah, tell him about
The
it.
motion sensor went off just after I said goodnight to Santa and went in the house. But when I went back outside and looked around, I didn't see anyone.
It's interesting that the other 2 gemstones are still here. Are the other 2 gemstones real?
Yeah, they're real.
And you just leave precious gemstones out in public?
We've displayed these for years and nothing's ever happened.
Who was the last person in the garage?
Santa Claus.
Tell me about him. What's his real name?
The name he gave us was Kris Kringle.
Do you have an employee application? Maybe a copy of his driver's license, social security number?
He's just a volunteer.
We don't have any contact information. He just showed up.
But this Santa is the best Claus that we have ever had.
Well, you should bring the other 2 gemstones in your house and lock them up.
I respectfully disagree.
Why, Lana?
The thief could be toying with us. He or she may be planning to come back to take the other 2 gemstones. I say we set up my surveillance equipment in the garage.
I think we should lock them up, like the detective suggests.
They've been in your family for generations, Joe, and we've always put them on display in their honor. I like Lana's idea.
Fine, then we will set up the surveillance equipment. Let's get a replacement for the emerald, and then we need to act as if everything is totally normal tonight.
Good.
All right, check this out. This is the Spyware 5000. It is the latest in surveillance cameras.
You really love being a PI, don't you?
Yeah, like every single minute of every day. And I really need to relish this moment because my time as a PI might be coming to an end, so. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because I gave myself a year to make a career as an investigator, and that ends this Christmas. Now, while I have solved some cases, it just hasn't been the most financially viable year. So yeah, I really need to grab that perp before he gets to the other gemstone so that I can end my PI time on a high note.
Well, your surveillance collection is far too fantastic to not be used on a regular basis.
True that. So, I went out last night and followed Santa. I'm the one who shut off the sensor light.
Why were you following Santa? Miss Lawton, please answer the question.
Because my nephew hired me to prove that he was the real Santa. No, it's not funny. Henry really believes it.
My apologies. So, where did Santa go after he left the Yules? And please don't tell me you followed him all the way to the North Pole in those dangerously worn out sneakers of yours.
Very funny. No, he went behind the garage and then I lost him.
Good morning, Lana.
Teddy! Teddy, I'd like you to meet Detective Fallon.
Detective? What's a detective doing in our quiet little neighborhood?
Miss Lawton was just regaling me with her private investigator exploits.
Regaling I was, which has also made me very hungry. Teddy, I know it's a little early for pizza, but it's never too early for bacon. Can I take you out to breakfast?
I would love it.
Can we meet up once we just finish a few things here?
I'll reserve our favorite booth.
Okay.
So, with these 3 surveillance cameras set up, nothing should be able to get by us tonight.
A gumdrop? Seriously?
It does look fairly similar to the original emerald.
Give or take a few $1,000s.
Oh.
And we are all set to catch a thief.
Don't you have some extra bacon waiting for you?
Hey, don't knock my favorite food, Detective. I might just get a bit salty myself.
Hey, what were you doing?
Just working the case. We have 3 stolen valuables, no fingerprints, no witnesses, and 1 main suspect. Santa Claus.
All right. Hey, let's stop at the diner for breakfast.
No, definitely not the diner.
We're here. It's right there, and I want an omelet.
Not the diner.
Hey, isn't that Lana Lawton?
Yes, yes it is.
That's why you don't want to go to the diner this morning.
Look, she knows that I know that she's going there, and it might look weird if I just showed up.
Wow. Wow, this is a moment. In all the time we've worked together, I have never, ever seen you turn down a diner. And I have never seen you Google a woman before either.
Yeah, well, she's a nuisance.
Okay.
Wow. Is that enough bacon for you?
That's a tough call. Yeah.
Lana, I have a confession to make.
You're a vegan?
No. I can't quit bacon. Or you. Well, bacon a little more, but
Ah, well, thanks.
seriously, I've dated quite a bit since our final summer together. But nothing compares to the time spent with you.
We do have some great memories.
Yeah, I got a feeling there might be more where that came from.
Ooh. Teddy, I'm so sorry. I have to take this call.
Yeah, no, take it. I'll be right back.
Oh. Hello?
Hello, Lana. I called to tell you that you were wrong. You were wrong about the perfume. It wasn't seduction. It was desire. And to tell you, you were right about everything else.
Did you get the text?
Moments after you left. We had a second date. It was better than the first.
I'm so glad.
You also impressed me when you solved the rare Siamese cat case before my team did. But my detective agency was founded by a group of private investors. I have to answer to them. They'll need you to fill out your resume some more before I could even think about bringing you onto our team.
Well, it turns out that I'm actually working on a case right now. A jewel heist.
Really? That's a game changer. If you solve the case, maybe I could think about selling you to the board. And the job could be yours.
Thank you.
Call me when you have news, Miss Lawton.
So it looks like that went well.
That was Robin Drake. She is one of the top private investigators in Chicago. I had an interview with her the other day that I thought was a total disaster, but apparently it didn't go as bad as I thought.
So if you get the job, that means you'd stay living in the city.
Ideally, yeah.
What if I invested in you so you could become your own Robin Drake right here in town?
I'm about to come into a financial windfall as soon as I sell these tech devices I'm developing in drones and other robotics.
Tay, that's a really generous offer. I'm not sure if I'm ready for you to be my sugar daddy.
Fine. I guess I'll just have to settle for Bacon Daddy for now. But at least think about it.
Yeah, I will.
Cheers.
What you doing, Dollface? That's a detective from this morning. An Army Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And do you think he's dreamy?
No. What? I mean, well, no. To Lana Lawton, PI. Missing jewels and mysterious gifts. This Christmas was starting to feel like one of my crime novels, and I was determined to solve it. Good afternoon.
Miss Lawton.
Thank you. I'm not sure why you did it, but it was very thoughtful.
What did I do that was so thoughtful?
The sneakers.
What sneakers? I didn't get you these.
You didn't?
An affirmative no. Why do you think I would get you sneakers, especially very loud red ones?
Because of the whole sneaker situation.
No.
Santa Claus.
Our lead suspect or the alleged real deal?
To humor you, I'll use the former.
No need to humor me, Miss Lawton. Santa Claus, a.k.a. Kris Kringle, a.k.a. Yule Volunteer, is our lead suspect.
There are 2 other potential suspects, Detective.
Please enlighten me, Miss Lawton.
The poinsettia delivery man, who, dressed as Santa Claus, delivered a poinsettia to Mrs. Dostal's house on the same afternoon that her keychain went missing. You were clever enough to find his Santa glove at the scene. And then there's the alarm company worker who, dressed as Santa, was peeking through the window of the neighbor right next door to Mrs. Clark after her ornament was stolen. What's so funny?
Sorry. I was just picturing a Santa Claus lineup.
You could use their mugshot as a Christmas card. And I'm sure you already know that all 3 houses use the same alarm company.
Just like your prom date's house.
How did you know that Teddy was my prom date?
Miss Lawton, have you met my partner, Marie, Miss Lawton?
Call me Lana. Hi.
Hello. Don't mind me.
Well, shall we, Miss Lawton?
Where are we going?
I want to meet Santa Claus. So you followed Santa around this way?
I was looking for him with my flashlight, and he just disappeared. It was like he just vanished.
Maybe he had a date with the Easter Bunny.
Are you looking for me?
Yeah. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
I'm happy to answer all questions, but I have a favor to ask of you, too. Follow me.
Okay.
Die.
Okay.
This needs lights and decorations.
Out here?
I want to surprise Joe and Maxine with a magical Christmas spot. How about I answer questions and you help me decorate? A quid pro ho ho ho!
Deal. So, take us through last night.
I left the garage as soon as Joe and I locked up. The 3 Kings had their gemstones when we left.
How do you know the 3 Kings had valuable gemstones?
I've given enough jewelry to know a diamond from glass. After we locked up, I proceeded to the back of the garage.
Why?
That's where Dasher meets me to fly me back to my lodgings.
Dasher?
You're a reindeer.
I miss picking up some of Dasher's droppings. Sorry about that, Lana. I hope the new sneakers fit.
How did you know my shoe size?
Lucky guess.
Foot fetish.
Anyway, since you won't believe me about Dasher, perhaps you'll believe me that there's a lovely path that meanders through these woods and winds up just down the street from the cozy inn where I'm staying, registered under Santa Claus. I arrived back at the inn about 9 o'clock and read 'twas a night before Christmas for some children.
I see you have both of your gloves.
Oh, they generally come in pairs. I have several, in fact.
Are you missing any?
Why, yes, I am. I lost one the night I went Christmas caroling with the Yules. Let's have some fun.
Christmas lights, see them shine in the eyes of a child. Let them shine. I used to be one of them, Christmas tree in the sand. Let them shine. As I fell for your spell, Christmas spell, like a symphony through the air. Christmas well floats us in melody.
Christmas memory.
When I was a kid, I made an ornament just like this for my mom. The seashells I collected during summer vacation on the beach. I was too young to know she was sick.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. My stepmom hangs it on the tree every year. It means a lot.
We have one final item to display. Nick, would you mind hanging the mistletoe? I reckon it's too much to ask of you to give that mistletoe a test run.
You reckon correctly.
Thank you very much for your help. Time for me to get back to my throne. There's no expiration date on that mistletoe.
Well, he may not only be a thief, he may be a little nuts, too. Riding around on reindeer, seriously?
Well, if he is the thief, how is he getting into these houses? I mean, he'd have to know how to rig the alarm systems to enter and detect.
Well, we don't know anything about this guy, let alone if he has any expertise.
Well, if my plan works this evening, we will soon find out. I mean, when my plan works this evening, it really has to work. I need to solve this case.
Make it sound like this has life or death consequences.
If I solve this case, there's a good chance that I could join the Robin Drake detective agency.
Robin Drake?
Yeah.
She's a great crime novel writer. I've read her books.
She's an even better detective.
Well, let's solve this case and nab that crook.
Well, I will see you later tonight at the Yule's house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where did all the poinsettias come from?
Teddy.
Well, who delivered them?
Stop doing a Santa suit. Total wannabe.
He was very nice. He actually helped me place everything in here.
Did they leave a business card?
No, just the card from Teddy.
Come in. Hey,
Mr. Grinnell from the law firm is going to be at the holiday carnival tonight. He's looking forward to meeting you.
Mom, I got a phone call today from Robin Drake. Now, if I solve the case that I'm working on, I could get a job working for her.
Realistically, I think you should take the job with Mr. Grinnell.
So, forget about investigating.
Their law firm handles criminal cases, so who knows where the position could lead. Plus, you could move back to the area and be near us. And Teddy, he's been so sweet. You know, sometimes the path we choose reluctantly actually leads to bigger and better things. I dreamt of going to interior design school in New York. Then I met your father and stayed and went to school here, at home. Now I've decorated half the houses in the neighborhood and still managed to raise you kids. So you see, even a greater dream came true. Lana, I just want you to be as happy as I am.
I know. Thank you for all of the poinsettias.
Yeah, I went a little overboard,
A
huh?
little bit, yeah. But Mom adores them, and you.
Yeah, moms love me. It's the daughters that give me trouble. I have a gift for you.
Oh, my goodness. That's beautiful.
It's not that valuable.
No, but it's the best kind of value. It's the sentimental kind.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah? Okay.
It's perfect. two angels.
Aw.
You know, this spot is the very spot where we had our first kiss.
I remember.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There you are.
Guys, I made these little things for trees. Enjoy. Adorable. Yeah, thank you. It's so good.
Wow, this is incredible. Oh, look at all the Christmas magic.
Of course, the real Santa's in the house.
Gumdrop for a gumshoe?
Oh, why, thank you.
Hello, Teddy.
Good evening, Mrs. Lott.
Anna, Mr. Grinnell is here and ready to meet you. Would you excuse us for a moment?
Of course, yes. Bye.
Now, I know you're gonna nail this.
Yes.
I have all the confidence in the world.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, no, I just ran away from my mom. Oh, God, she's like determined to have me marry my high school sweetheart who has somehow gotten handsomer. I don't know how. And then work for my dad's golf buddy for actual money, which I could actually really use right now. And I don't want to disappoint her. I love my mom. I just need a little space right now. And wow, I am so sorry. I just unloaded all of that onto you. Forget I've said anything, and I'm going to go now.
I ate wrong.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Take another one. Just breathe. Breathe again.
I'm breathing.
Yeah. Lana, what do you want?
That is a supersized question.
Okay, let's make it bite-sized. What do you want this evening?
I want my surveillance equipment to catch our Christmas thief. This afternoon, I went and did some investigation on our Santa, and I ran over to the Cozy Inn. Turns out he is a registered guest there, and he did read to other guests last night.
Nice work. Did you get a real name?
No, unfortunately, he paid in cash, so there is no record at the desk.
There you are, honey. Mr. Grinnell is waiting.
Detective, did I ever tell you how our Christmas tradition got started?
Right into the wall. Like, right into the wall.
Are you serious? Oh, Lana, this is Bill Grinnell. Hello. It is good to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you from your father.
It's very nice to meet you.
I have a starting position open at my firm, and your father shared your resume. It sounds like an ideal fit.
What kind of law do you practice?
Insurance,
Fraud.
lobbying.
Oh.
I think you will find the starting salary most competitive. We also have a very modern office, a large bullpen, and everyone has their own cubicle.
Mr. Grinnell, I have spent the last 10 years working at a law firm. I worked very hard, but I never once made it out of that cubicle.
Rest assured, Lana, I am all about advancement.
Can I have some time to think about it?
Of course. But I need to be upfront with you. There are many candidates for this position, so I'll need to know if you're interested soon by, say, Christmas Eve.
Excuse me. Miss Lana, I'd like to speak with you about the case.
Of course. Would you excuse me a moment?
Of course. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
You look like you need to save me.
I can handle myself, but thank you.
Detective, how's your arm?
Which one?
Your beanbag tossing arm. You care for a challenge?
I've never turned down a challenge.
I gotta warn you, Teddy was ace pitcher in high school.
I led the team to championships.
Nick was the best sharpshooter at the academy.
That was after high school.
Let's go.
Game on.
Game on.
All right, here we go.
Oh! 1-2.
Okay, all right.
Nice. Oh! Oh! Nice. Tie game. The pressure's on.
I'm not worried. I've got my lucky charm. Watch this.
Okay, this is it. Atlanta, who's your money on?
There's no betting. It's Christmas. Everyone here is a winner.
Oh, well, I guess not everyone.
Are you ready to do your annual tradition?
Oh, right. Do I really?
Oh, yes, you really do.
Yes, you really do.
Annual tradition.
Okay. A little over a million years ago, our neighbor from across the street became our first little elf and charmed the crowd with her Christmas song. And she's been performing the final number of our holiday carnival ever since. Friends, neighbors, Santa's helpers, I give you the lovely Miss Lana Lawton.
Did you see him?
Who?
Like, alarm company Santa. He was just here.
So was half the town.
Oh.
Listen, Jules Santa is still our top suspect. We saw him looking at the jewels earlier.
Fine. You know what? Either way, I'll make sure the surveillance equipment is set up tonight.
Yeah.
That was a pretty interesting performance this evening.
I got distracted. Yeah.
By the detective?
But no, by the case. There was a potential suspect in the audience.
Lana, I love the fact that you're going after your dream of being a PI. And I hope you'll take me up on my offer to finance your own agency.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we made a good team when we were young. I think we can make a great team now.
It really means a lot to me that you're so supportive. But I hope that you know that I am still on the clock at the moment.
Of course. I'll see you at the dance tomorrow night.
I will reserve a few spots on my dance card.
Deal.
So, Santa Claus still isn't your prime suspect, huh?
Did you see him?
Down the path.
Oh.
Hello. Guess the new sneakers didn't quite do the trick.
You sure about that?
I was hoping to see you too.
Why's that?
I wanted to show you this area all lit up. Isn't it romantic? I really think Joe and Maxine are going to love it. Well, good night, you two. Enjoy the evening.
Hey, that's Santa. Just a second. We have some unfinished... Santa.
You lost him, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna call it a night.
Good night, Miss Lawton.
Good night, Detective. Oh. With one Santa disappearing from the carnival and another disappearing into the woods, I wanted to make extra sure those jewels weren't going to disappear too.
What you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I want a stakeout.
Is that your partner?
His name is Ham.
In honor of Bacon or Dashiell Hammett?
Both. He was payment for a case I solved. I cracked the fruitcake recipe scandal in a retirement community, and I don't think Hortense will ever speak to Madge again.
Well, since we're both on a stakeout together, what do you say we keep each other company?
Yeah, sure, we can switch graveyard shifts.
Good. We can use my car. I have a police radio in case any non-Santa related emergencies spring up.
Copy that.
You know, I Googled you too.
Find anything interesting?
Besides your Teddy escapades, you climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, ran the Boston Marathon, and double majored in criminology and forensic science. I mean, wow, why be a private investigator?
I have always been obsessed with, I have read every detective book there is, from Nancy Drew, Agatha Christie, Sherlock Holmes.
I thought I was a nerd.
You are a nerd. I guess I've always felt that there is this world just below the surface, right? And it's not so pretty and perfect, and somebody needs to make that world better, right? What about you? How did you become a detective?
I grew up a little rough. Buffalo. But I had this uncle who was a detective. And I looked up to him just like Henry looks up to you. After my final tour, I took advantage of the military education program and graduated from a police academy in Maryland. I did my time as a beat cop till a detective position opened up here.
Where's home?
For now, I live in an apartment a few towns over with my cat, Barney.
Oh.
Don't laugh.
I'm not. It's very cute. Hey, I just introduced you to a teddy bear that sits shotgun in my car, so.
True. I think Barney would like him too. For chewing mostly.
Ew. Why?
Hi, Lana. Some fresh cider donuts for you and your nice detective.
Thank you, Mrs. Yule.
Well, I figured you'd be scoping out the garage together tonight alone, and donuts seem fitting for the occasion and your occupation.
You figured all that, huh?
Enjoy.
All right, Miss Lawton, who are your main suspects?
Okay. Well, I would put Alarm Company Santa as our top suspect because he creeps me out, and then Poinsettia Santa second.
Yule Santa still isn't at the top of your list, even after what we saw tonight.
I don't think so. I got a gut feeling.
I don't trust gut feelings unless they're backed by facts. The Army made me play it by the book.
I can't even imagine what you went through in serving in Iraq. I truly am grateful for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you.
But I still think you're wrong about our Santa.
Come on! The robbery started the night the guy started working. He could have cased out every house on the block while he was caroling, and he knew the King's jewels were real.
Okay, then why did he steal only one?
He's a showman.
No, he's the real deal. Look, you gotta admit there's something about him. He's got this, like, Christmassy effervescence-ness.
You really want to believe in Santa Claus?
for, Henry?
Don't you see what you're doing? You're putting your beliefs in Santa over believing in yourself as a PI. All the facts point to him. You're good at this.
Thank you, I guess.
Lana, you've done some pretty remarkable things with your life. If you want to be a PI, stick with it. Solve this case, become the PI you were meant to be. You do this. You got gumption.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, it's yours. You can have it. I'm not really into sprinkles anyway. You know, more of a powder, sugar kind of guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm so sorry.
No worries.
So did anything happen last night? On our watch.
Nothing suspicious. No sensor lights went off. Shall we go greet the Yules?
Yeah, let's go. Nick! He's toying with us.
We were up all night. There was no one around. Not even a critter.
Critter? Like a varmint?
Whatever. There was no one around.
Morning!
Morning.
Oh, sweet Merry Christmas!
All good? Thanks again for the donuts, Mrs. Yule.
Oh, thank the supermarket. Who has time to bake?
Well, thanks for letting me tag along at the stakeout, Detective. I had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
Detective, Lana!
What?
This isn't my Ruby. It's a gumdrop. We've been robbed again.
Oh, no.
This is impossible. No one came in or out of the garage in the footage.
Well, how can that be? Check this out.
Oh, looks like it stops recording for a moment.
After that break, the ruby looks different when the recording resumes.
Well, what does that mean?
That means that somebody knew about the surveillance cameras and they were skilled enough to tamper with the equipment.
Did either one of you tell Santa Claus about the surveillance equipment?
Mrs. Yule.
I didn't tell him about the cameras, but I did tell him you were scoping out the house last night.
Maxine, what? You met the Santa Claus in church. He is not the thief.
Could have gone to church to target you. You should lock up the diamond.
He's right. Lock up the diamond, replace it with a fake. We've got one night to catch this crook in action. He is toying with us, and he is not going to get away with it. I'm going to set up some different equipment. It's not that, it's this one. Yes, okay.
What was that?
Oh, this device checks for surveillance equipment.
So is someone tracking us right now?
No. If they were, this would be going off like a metal detector that just found an aircraft carrier.
Lana! My baseball is gone!
Oh my God.
When was the last time you saw it?
I was there last night after the Yule event. Jenny and I both saw it when we were having a drink by the fire.
What's the significance of the baseball?
It was signed by Babe Ruth.
That baseball is our nest egg.
Look at this. Fiber is the same as the Santa Claus glove that was left outside for us. And not one, but 2 items were stolen on the very night that we were out on a stakeout.
The plot thickens, Pigeon.
You have 3 potential suspects and not a shred of hard evidence for any of them.
What about the cameras on the streetlights at the front of the Yule's neighborhood?
Nothing yet. We've been looking to track the comings and goings of the poinsettia delivery driver and the alarm company vehicle. So, Officer Borowski said there was a woman in the car when he drove by last night.
Did he?
He did at that. A Miss Lana Lawton.
So she was planning to stake out the Yule's garage, so I thought, why not partner up?
I'm sure that was your reason.
Last night, at the holiday carnival, we spotted the alarm company worker. The same guy Lana saw creeping around the neighborhood could have been scoping out the surveillance equipment while the crowd was watching the stage. Ah, here he is, Zach Potter. Employee of the month. Yeah, right. Bet you're good with electronics too, aren't you, big boy?
Hey, Nick. Your guy Potter has a record.
Just a few more questions.
Anything, dear. You know how upset Joe is. Tonight is our Christmas Eve dance. It's the happiest night of the year.
I'm so sorry. Has your Santa ever been in our house?
Well, he was in all the houses when we went caroling. You know the tradition, sing a song, get invited in for cookies. Oh, your mom made snickerdoodles this year.
So he would have seen Dad's baseball.
Yeah, afraid so.
It just doesn't make any sense. Why would he be so obvious about it?
I don't know.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. There she goes.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Thanks. I just feel like this case is getting away from me.
Hey, don't lose hope. You'll see, suddenly it'll all come together.
Well, it has to come together by tonight. That's when I have to tell Mr. Grinnell if I'm going to take his job offer.
Lana, believe in yourself. You are great at what you do. You've got gumption.
Teddy, would you mind if you just get the bacon to go and I'll see you later tonight at the dance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
Nick.
Nick! I've been kidnapped. I'm in the back of the poinsettia van.
Where are you?
Outside of the diner. I think he made two right.
Lana? Lana! Damn!
Hello? Hello?
We have a potential kidnapping in progress. White delivery van. It's probably a florist van. On it. Car 27 has a sighting on Briar Street, corner of Main.
It's okay. You okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I found all the stolen items. Dad's baseball, Yule's gemstone, Mrs. Dossel's keychain, and the pearl-studded ornament.
Track down the Christmas thief.
Well, yeah, I don't really know if by accident counts, but I...
You suspected the poinsettia Santa. You chased down his van.
Is it enough for Robin Drake? I've just sent her a full report, and I don't know if getting tossed in a van that I just happened to see because of stuffing my face full of bacon really counts as Sherlock Holmes-worthy sleuthing. So...
Thank you. These stones are family heirlooms dating back 4 generations.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I'm just glad the gems are back in hand.
Job well done, you two. Now, go get some rest. Tonight, we celebrate.
Well, even though you solved the case, I do hope you'll join us for the Christmas Eve dance tonight, Detective.
I would miss it.
Congratulations, you solved the case.
So, Nick, we're booking this delivery guy, and he's still playing like he doesn't know anything.
I guess your dream of being a PI is getting a green light after all.
Maybe. I sent my case file to Robin Drake. I'm just not sure it's going to be enough to sway her.
Yeah, but you don't really need her now. This case is going to make you a local celebrity. And with all that press, what a great way to start your own agency right here in town, with a little help from your friend.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of it like that. I just don't know if I'm ready.
You know what you need?
Confidence? Sleep?
Bacon.
Thank you, Teddy. You've given me a lot to think about. I'll see you tonight?
Sure. You'll think about my offer.
Yes. I promise.
Anyway, that's all I've got. I'll call you later when he gets out of questioning.
Detective?
Yeah.
I love her. I've loved her since I was 6. Please honor that.
Yes, I'll hold for Miss Drake.
Lana, I received your report. So, you solved the jewel heist case. Congratulations.
Yes, well, all the items are back with their owners.
How lucky for them. How lucky for you.
Thank you.
Right time, right place. But we know a lucky break just isn't enough. Not here. So keep at it, and we'll talk. Sometime.
And just like that, my hopes of working as a PI just disappeared.
Hi, ma'am. Darling, everything okay?
I'm fine. I think I'm just still in a haze, that's all.
Your father and I just want you to know how grateful we are that you got our baseball back. We're so proud of you, honey.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and Mr. Grinnell dropped this off for you. You must have left quite an impression. A detective novel, isn't that sweet?
It is. Yeah. Let's give it to Henry. If I can't be a detective, I just don't really feel like reading about it right now.
Well, why don't you try and get a little sleep before the dance tonight? Okay, honey?
Yeah, we'll do.
Hi, please leave me a message.
Hi, Mr. Grinnell. This is Lana Lawton calling, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for the lovely book. And your offer is extremely generous, so I thought that maybe... What? Are you kidding?
Oh my God. Suddenly, it all added up. I knew just who the real Christmas thief was. Now, it was time to beat him at his own game.
You're radiant. So lovely.
You have to say things like that. You're my mom.
But they're very true. Is there a reason why you're putting extra effort into looking so nice for a special someone?
Maybe.
I think you care about Teddy as much as he cares about you.
I do. More than he knows.
Where's the necklace Teddy gave you?
Mom, I love you, but I need you to trust me that I can make my own choices. I'm going to wear something very special tonight.
It's a surprise.
Okay.
Great to see you. Oh, looking dapper.
Mr. Yule, hi. Have you seen Nick?
Oh, not yet, dear. Here you are, Miss Lawton. Good evening.
Mr. Grinnell. Oh, good to see you. Thank you so much for the book.
My pleasure. I only got half your voice message.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
I'm hoping you have a gift for me this Christmas Eve. The gift of joining my firm.
Mr. Grinnell, you have been so generous, and this has been really difficult for me, but I'm going to have to pass on the offer. I think the best Christmas gift I can give you is to let someone who really wants the job to do right by you.
That has got to be the nicest no I've ever gotten. I'm disappointed, but thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Lana, can I interest you in a dance?
Of course. At Christmas, it's pleasure before business.
I've been looking forward to this dance all day long. All life long, actually.
Hey, detective. You made it.
Hey, Henry. Congratulations, detective. Turns out you were right. One step ahead of me on that Yule Santa. He wasn't a thief after all.
Thanks. Just so you know, I'm Team Nick.
Huh?
My Grammy's Team Teddy, but I'm Team Nick.
Thanks, buddy. It looks like your aunt was one step ahead of me on that one, too.
Where's my other angel?
She is at home, resting. She's had quite a week.
Lorna, I have a favor to ask.
Santa, hi, have you seen Nick? I thought he'd be here.
No, not yet. Would you mind going to the Christmas tree area that we decorated and turn on the lights? I want to show it to Joe and Maxine.
I would be happy to. Maybe you are.
Yeah, Santa asked me to turn on the lights.
Me too.
Well, since we're here,
Sure. Nick, I've been looking for you because I have to talk to you.
Teddy, I know.
How do you know?
I understand you've known each other your whole lives.
What? No,
Oh,
I don't think
sorry.
you understand.
Hold
That's
on,
not
sorry.
Nick here. Yeah, what? Okay. Yes, yeah, I'll be right there. Copy that. Sorry, I gotta go. Multiple alarms are going off all over town.
Alarms from the alarm company?
That's not confirmed yet, but...
This could be a setup to get you off track.
No, that case is already closed.
What? No, I've been going over the case. Nick!
Everything okay, Lorna?
No. Not really, no. Have you ever believed in something or someone so much that you never saw them for who they really are? Even when the truth was right in front of you all along.
That's the hardest kind of truth. But something tells me that you're ready for it. Believing in yourself is the most important journey you'll ever face.
Thank you, Santa. I believe.
Yes, I knew it.
Well, it's Christmas Eve. Busy night. For the both of us, I think.
You had me at gumdrop, Teddy.
It was a nice touch, huh? Thought you'd like it.
I gotta say, I'm impressed. You outsmarted everyone.
Everybody but you. I knew you could solve it.
I want to see how you pulled it off. The perfect crime.
It was perfect, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So don't ruin it now. You want to see how it was done? I'll show you how it was done.
It seems the alarms were rigged remotely from this truck, and according to the company manager, this truck's been missing since this afternoon.
Somebody wanted us away from the crime scenes.
Does the footage show any activity by the truck? Can you try to enhance the image of him?
It's him. How did I not see it? You need to go now.
I spent all this time planning a heist that only you could solve so you could start your own agency right here and be with me, just like things used to be. But you just wanted to show off to that Robin private eye person and go work for her in the city and leave me.
That was before I realized what a great partner that you would make.
Don't lie to me!
Teddy, it's not too late. All the stolen items, they've been returned, so let me go, turn yourself in, and we can still be together. Hey, this is Lana, leave me a message.
Lana, be careful of Teddy. This has all been him. Everything.
The two of us being together was your plan all along. That's why you sent all those poinsettias to my house.
Yes, because I knew you'd think the driver saw the baseball and stole it.
Then you invited me to the diner.
So you'd see the van outside and go after it.
So I find the tools in the back.
And I pushed you in the back so I could frame the driver as the thief.
That's genius.
Lana, has anybody seen Lana?
Detective. And with your brains for technology, I should have known you're the only one who could have outsmarted my surveillance equipment.
And don't forget my little gift.
The necklace. You bugged my necklace?
So I could track you. But then, that little angel showed me what a devil you really are. I saw you with your detectives, your Nick. I see the way you look at him, the way he looks at you. If it wasn't for him, we'd get married, life would be perfect. But you don't love me the way you love your detective!
Look, he's nothing compared to you, okay? Do you think he can invent a drone that would outsmart alarm systems? Teddy, show me how the drone works. How did you steal Dad's baseball?
I flew it down the chimney. Ho, ho, ho.
Show me how it works.
All clear! Okay?
I'm fine. I won't be jumping in the fountain with my old prom date anytime soon.
Lana, getting the perp to confess on video, on his own device. I mean, that is a new one.
Honey.
Honey, are you hurt?
I'm fine. Teddy, though, not so dreamy anymore, huh?
No, certainly not. And I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
From now on, no matter what you plan for your future, you follow your dreams. And know that we have your back, always.
That means everything to me. I love you. Hi.
let's get a picture for the paper.
Local hero cracks the case.
Well, I want a picture with my daughter, the private investigator.
Excuse me. My captain just spoke to Miss Robin Drake about your solving the case. She asked me to find you.
Miss Drake, hello.
I won't keep you. I'll let you enjoy your moment. But don't get used to it. I'm gonna need you working in the trenches with me. And soon. How does that sound?
Like a dream come true.
Right answer. We'll talk after the holidays. Great work.
Sweet old face. I knew your Christmas wish would come true.
You got that right, partner.
Pardon me. Miss Lawton, we have some unfinished police business to discuss. Just come this way.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
So, I've been reviewing my notes from the case, and I realized there was one thing we forgot.
Really? What?
Well, forgot to finish our dance.
Oh. Oh. Better? Yeah?
Much better.
Okay.
Lana, when I first met you, I thought you were a nuisance. And you still are.
Mm-hmm.
But you nuisance your way right into my heart.
You ruined my entire Christmas vacation.
How'd that happen? There's not in the breeze.
Sometimes we just have to believe. And, detective,
Yes, detective?
I believe in us. Merry Christmas. That was the night my career as a private investigator began. I finally trusted my instincts to solve my first big case, to go after my dream job and take a chance on love. That Christmas, I risked it all to catch a thief, and ended up catching a whole new life.